This is the last time I'm vying for president in Uganda. I will never vie again after 2026. So I urge all Ugandans to come out in large numbers and vote for me for the very last time. I have few projects that I want to finish.
Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly do so. Much appreciated. So while on the bandwagon of the longest sitting African presidents, as we all know, Paul Biya has gotten re-election. It's his 8th term in office. So he's going to be, there to 2032. Museveni, the president of Uganda, is also vying. Him is for his 7th term in office. So now let's talk about the longest sitting African presidents, right? So now Museveni has, he told Ugandans to vote for him. He says it's going to be his last term in office. I doubt it, but that's what he says. And he said he has a couple projects he wants to finish. As someone who is not from Uganda, but who is curious, who loves Africa, I'm curious to know what these projects are. If you're Ugandan and you know these projects, kindly let us know. I don't hear too many complaints about Museveni as opposed to Paul Biya. So I don't know. Are Ugandans happy? If Ugandans are happy, we're all happy, right? But I just think it's absurd for someone to be in office for as long as these presidents have been in office. So now Paul Biya is 92, Museveni is 80. So both of them are like in competition for the longest African presidents in office. While Museveni has been in office since about 1986, which is about almost 40 years. While I think Biya has been in office longer than he has. So both of them are really in competition with themselves. So the thing is, it begs me to kind of ask the question. So, of course, the opposition for Uganda is Bobby Wine. Interesting name. The question here is, if these guys have been in office for a very long time, right? The countries that they're presidents over are not that great. They're not the best countries on the continent. They're like, there's poverty, there's different things going on. So which means that they're not doing such a great job. So why do they keep voting them in office? That's what I'm curious. Now, yes, people will say that, oh, well, it's not, the election is rigged, or things are not happening as it should be. But again, it's shocking to me that these people are able to be in office for this long without doing what they're supposed to do. So this is interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Will Museveni win in 2026? I think he might. But if you think he's not going to win, let us know. But it's very interesting. And I'm really interested to know what these both leaders have done. I believe Museveni kind of changed the constitution as well. Same thing that Biya did. I don't know why they were allowed to do that. But yeah, it's quite interesting. So, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if Museveni is going to win like Paul Biya did. So let's stick around. If you're from Uganda, let me know what's happening on ground. Let's hear how do you guys feel? Do you guys love Museveni? Because if you love him, hey, who are we to judge? But I still think that countries are losing when you have the same mindset, the same policy frame of mind, and the same way of doing things for such a long time. Because even if they bring out something new, it takes time for that stuff to materialize. So if they've been in office for such a long time and their policies are not materializing, why are they still in office? Why? Are there separation of the various branches of government? Because you would think so. Because if the office of the executive is not functioning well, the judiciary or the legislature should do something to get him out of there. If they have to declare a state of emergency or something, but I guess democracy doesn't really work in Africa as they preach it does. It's an adopted ideology that doesn't work. I truly believe that. And we're seeing the manifestation in all these countries where you have presidents sitting for such a long time. So Ugandans, guys, let me know what you think. This is Full Chest. Peace.